Hello and welcome to the MineWreckers server. My name is Weird and Bearded, and in today's episode we're going to be starting off with the results of the auction that I decided I was going to take part in during the last episode. Now, my bid was 7 diamond blocks, 10 warden heads, because during my live stream I found a nice way to kill the warden, and 16 heads of Gwen's choice. So, I won. I now have a block of netherite. I have 9 items I want to put this onto, so let's break it down. And let's get netherrited up. And I'll chat with Beast in a moment. I believe over here, yep. Okay, may as well get these ones done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wonderful. Now, on to not the main part of today's episode, but a big part of today's episode. I owe people 16 beacons, so I better get into the nether and start killing some wither skeletons. So I have been spending some time over in the nether. I've done 3 2-hour sessions so far, during which I managed to get 7, 12, and 5 skulls respectively, so I am halfway there. 6 hours and I am halfway there. But it's going to be worth it. I owe people, I'm going to be paying them back. I got a lot of redstone dust for it. I am very grateful. I have been making the Nether Fortress a little bit easier to deal with by digging out large areas, so there's plenty of room for things to spawn in. I've done that across 2 floors and kind of bounced between the 2, although I've not been getting great rates recently, hence those 5 skulls. But that's not the only job I have today, so I've been doing other things at the same time. And that thing is going to be happening out there in the ocean. Yes, it is time for me to start on the mega base. I have been gathering materials, and I have got most of what I need in these chests. But not quite everything. I still need a lot of dark prismarine. Specifically, I need over 70 stacks of dark prismarine. And there are really 2 ways I can do it. I've got my little prismarine farm, which is going to take hours to produce the amount of prismarine shards that I need. And over here, we have quite a glorious lake. Glorious for a couple of reasons. One, as you can see as I'm going over it, it is just huge. But it's also entirely a river biome, which means I could have some fun with a farm here. However, I know there have been people coming over here to deal with some drowned. I can't do that while I'm building a farm. I'm going to have this to deal with. Area under construction. Authorized personnel only. Wab Industries. There we go. That should get the message across. I mean, come on, they couldn't even be bothered to build the portal properly. Obsidian in the corners. Let's get this done right. Much better. But we're not actually going to be using the squid over there. We're not going to be using ink sacks. Scattering 70 stacks of ink sacks would be a pain. I'm going to do this the fun way. For a future project, I need a large number of ocean monuments dealt with. And I know there is 6 over there. So let's see how many stacks of dark prismarine I can get from there. I do already have some. Oh, perfect. I already have 6 stacks. So I've made a good start. And I know I lost some while gathering those. So hopefully from those 6, I should at least get close. Well, so far I have cleared out 1 ocean monument and I got almost 4 stacks. There's no way that this is feasible. I'm not going to be able to get that done in time. So I have changed some plans. I've taken another look at my model. I've rearranged some of the colours. I have changed the block to some warped planks. So, well, the block's all ready to go. The schematic is in place, ready to be built. But I don't really want to be going back and forth. So the last thing I need is some shulker shells. I don't really fancy going to the end and spending a load of time collecting shulker boxes. No, not shulker boxes, shulker shells. Just because I really want to get on with this build. There is a shop selling shulker shells, and it's owned by my rival. This is going to hurt. So here I am in the shopping district. I haven't actually really visited the shopping district yet. So I know there's not going to be much here. We haven't really started. I do plan on taking quite a large area for some of the shops that I plan on building, but more about that in a later episode. We're on a mushroom island, so we don't have to worry too much about lighting stuff up. Let's be honest, if this isn't the shulker shell shop, I don't know what it's going to be for. So let's take a little look at the cost. 1 diamond for 2 shells. Okay, so I need to do some diamond mining because this is literally all I have. But that's definitely going to be faster than looking for the shulker shells. So I'm going to get that done. 1 diamond for 2. Wow. When I get my shulker farm up and running, we're going to make sure we beat that price, because that's a very easy price to beat. You get shulker shells quickly when you've got a farm. That is very expensive. Well, I've done a bit of mining. I've got some diamonds. I think I'm going to spend half a stack on this, get 32 shulker boxes. I want a lot more, but I'm going to be building my own shulker farm. That's going to give me 1 full stack of shells. So let's get that together. This hurts. I need to do something bad to them. I'm going to do something bad to them. Maybe not this episode, but certainly next episode. Ugh. Ooh. Well, I suppose may as well get everything shulkered up. And we'll talk about my building process. I'm not going to start the build yet. We're going to talk about the build process first. So as I filmed these shulker boxes, I would like to point out I do not consider myself a builder in any way. I am very much a technical Minecrafter, and as such, I kind of approach my builds in a bit of a technical way, starting out in Blender, where I have been teaching myself how to do some basic model making over the past few months. I say basic simply because this is only the second thing I've made, so I still have a lot of stuff to learn, but the plan is I can build up these models in Blender, I can give them a texture, etc, etc. Then I've written some code in Python to take that model and turn it into a Minecraft build, including setting some variables beforehand, so I can say how big I want it to be, what direction I want it to be facing, but it breaks it down, turns it into Minecraft blocks, and I can set which blocks I want it to use and which blocks I don't want it to use. And it then converts that into a series of Minecraft commands, which all go into one big spreadsheet. And then in a creative world, I have a macro that just copies and pastes each command in one by one, building the thing up. Then I can take a schematic of that full model, which is how I know exactly what blocks I need. And then I can start building it on the server. Isn't this thing amazing? I am so happy with how this turned out. Very happy with my positioning, because obviously with the initial build I can do a lot of edits. Once I've got it built up on the server, I don't really want to be moving it. As you'll find out the reason why shortly. But yes, this is a hippocampus, half horse, half fish, found in various areas of mythology, because my plan for the mega base, high fantasy kingdom, based entirely around water, so this felt like the perfect thing to put right out the front. And as you can see, it's actually kind of too big for our view distance, but I love that it means that it does just fade into the background. Obviously, I'm here in my camera mode. You can see me just stood on the back, so I can actually load the entire thing. But yes, let's get some stats on this. This was nearly, well, not nearly, probably just over, but about 50,000 blocks placed. It is 285 blocks long from the front hoof to the tail. This was over 14 hours of block placing, which I did in a 24-hour period. This went up quickly. And yeah, I just can't get over how good it looks in the area. I'm even thinking I might do something with the interior, because even the interior looks quite good. I don't have any real plans yet, so if you have any ideas, something I can do inside of this, put those ideas down in the comments. I would love to read them. But we are not quite done for today, which is surprising. I want this to be the first thing people see when they arrive. If they arrive in the portal up there, that's not going to happen. Also, not a huge fan of this structure anyway. And I would like my portal to no longer go to the nether if I want to go into the main nether with my portal. So we're going to move the portal over to this island, which we're going to build into a little village. I want to have some small communities just outside of the kingdom, just to add that bit of authenticity, make it feel a bit more real. And yeah, so I'm going to get those portals moved, and we'll see how this looks when you arrive. It's not going to be in its final position. For now, I just want to get a portal onto that island and get rid of that ridiculous tower. So I've moved the portal. I've made it a big one just because I took down 2 portals, so I had 2 portals worth of obsidian. Well, let's see where I end up. I am excited to find out. Okay. Generally speaking, one of the worst biomes to end up in, but I can make this work. I mean, I can always tear the landscape apart. I am not beyond that. We do have some striders available to us, so may have some fun with them. But now to see just what view we get going back through. This is what I'm really excited for. Oh, that looks magnificent. And then we've got a little boat here so we can sail straight off. And of course, we've got to go under the arch. How can we not go under the arch of the leg? Which means I've got to build more stuff out into the ocean on the other side to make people want to go this way. Probably get rid of the magma blocks that are presumably down there. So we want people to come around here, so I need to build more stuff out over there. So again, if you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. And then we can swing back through this archway, which will lead us to the entrance of the kingdom, where we're going to have to take them up. But I want my entire base to be accessible by boat. So we're going to take them up while they're in their boats. I have been planning this for a while. I was about to say a little redstone contraption. It's not. It is a big redstone contraption. But that is all I have time for. We didn't get all of the wither skeleton skulls I wanted. I've got to wait till I've collected the rest of them before I make those beacons. But man, this looks so good. Just from the land as well. Just seeing it fade off into the distance with the huge tail sweeping past. This should really give you a sense of what scale I want my mega base to be on. We are going properly mega. But that's what I've got time for. I want to finish this on the statue. Let's go up and land on an ear. I also need to get some more rockets. Go on here. So we can't quite see the tail from the ear, but we can see a bit of it. But yes, that is all I've got time for. If you like this episode, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Weird and Bearded, and I will see you all next time.